Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest on of War Soulstorm Cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Blood River. Playing on the northern side as the Dark Eldar, we've got Chi Quitney Na 08. And playing on the southern side as the Tau Empire, we've got Timmy, the Rooftop Korean. Timmy will going for a couple of stealth suit teams, jetpack research, FCAS builder, as well as double plasma generators and a Tau barracks. And Chiquitney is going to go for a couple of mandrakes, a Hall of Blood, and also a couple of plasma generators. So it does seem that both players are going for quick tier 2, as that is what double generators do intend to see. And look at this! My goodness, my gracious. A Dark Eldar player. I mean, what? Hold on, what? Am I going mad? What's this Shadow doing? Got some shenanigans going on in the Shadow realm here. But I suppose that's the Dark Eldar way, isn't it? But yeah, still we've got a Dark Eldar player going for Hall of Blood, going for one production building instead of going for birth. So this is how I know it's going to be at least a decent match to watch indeed. But I don't know about the Hall of Blood up against the Tau, considering that they've got lots of firepower. But the Archon coming out first and foremost will certainly be doing the business up against the Tau. Now, funnily enough, the Tau commander doesn't take up any squad cap, as you can see by his little details there. But the Archon does. He takes up 2. Because he's got friends along the way, I imagine. So that's probably why he does that. I mean, I don't think I've ever noticed that before. But there we go. That is a new piece of information in my brain. And yeah, both teams have got the ability of having a capping unit that can be stealthed and moving around, capping and decapping. As such, obviously the Tau got a little bit more maneuverability, as their jumping units do tend to have a bit more jump ability. In fact, we shall go onto their side so we can see what they're up to. Got one squad trying to capture this relic. Mandrake's over here being pestered and bothered by that Tau commander as he goes straight for a heavy flame upgrade. Always a good idea to kit out your Tau commander quick as you like, as he does provide a lot of firepower. And is basically your early game major DPS unit. And obviously the ability to be able to jump around is just remarkably good. If you're a player like me and you kind of like, you know, you put your models and your units in the wrong position, being able to teleport and jump pack out of any shenanigans, definitely a lifesaver. Throwing down a cheeky snare trap, just slowed down the Mandrakes and the Archon. Archon doesn't do nearly as much damage in the ranged department as he does in close combat, but that powerful hand they can use to give the Tau commander the old high five, and just the sheer amount of damage he can bring to the table in quick stead. Absolutely brutal, especially if he gets his Incubi friends, which is currently not got any Incubi friends on the go at the moment, which is probably a misplay here. Definitely want more friends just because it saves him from taking any damage. Also because of Vespids of all things. Very nice stuff to tussle with these guys into close combat. Also that knockback can save them, although probably a little bit too early to use that. If you want to save that for when someone's surrounding one of your buildings, but that's okay. Oh, God, look at him go! He's not giving up. His eyes are on the prize, and the Tau's cheeks are definitely on the cards there. Tau commander running for his life as the Vespids come in to support. They might be able to get him, actually. Just a couple more swipes. No, not quite. Give him the old blue tease right there. And now I've got some crew carnivore squads out in the open as well. No, fantastic. That snare trap coming into major players here. Now we'll get the Incubi with him. But will he get taken down in a nick of time? Throws down a stun on these lads, and then manages to slink his swift feet away. So very close and very energizing. First couple of minutes. Oh, he's gonna come back. He's coming back for more. He's got his friends. And as a Drukari way, never go for a fair fight. Always go in when you've got more friends. I've got the Mandrakes doing the decapping and recapping of the critical location, but negative cover, and their light armor won't save them from the low health Tau commander now. So they're going to run all the way back home. Do have a Tau of Loathing upgrade. Got tier 2 on the way for Chiquitney, which I'm probably bastardising that pronunciation, but that's okay, I'm sure you'll all forgive me. Vespid Stingwings, the discombobulation ability, which will do damage to that Tau of Loathing quite spectacularly. Also been backing up by a Fire Warrior team. Look at this. A whole trinity of different units. That's what I want to see from a Tau player. A wombo combo of different units. Friendship is the true greater good, in my honest, humble opinion. So they've got that down, and now ready to put some pressure on the Dark Eldar in the sense that they've got the tier 2 and now going for a Scourge squad. Very interesting. Will be quite vulnerable to a Croup Carnivore charge, but they come out with being able to jump twice. So if they can have a bit of micro about their business, then they might be able to do it. Croups aren't exactly the tankiest of people before they've eaten some floor lasagna, and at the moment, they've not eaten any floor lasagna. Speaking of floor lasagna, I know it's a terrible transition. I've got no painting references here, but if you like lasagna, you'll definitely like player support down there. I mean, they won't paint you lasagna, but they might paint you some lasagna. But they'll definitely paint you some good miniatures and models on the tabletop and all that stuff. Professional painting, professional painting, all that good stuff. Links in the description below, and thank you for supporting the channel. See the Scourges doing a bit of jumping, trying to avoid those Croup Carnivores as best they can. Stingwing strain has been brought down to low models, but they are reinforcing themselves. And the Archon has been broken down to one singular Incubus, but it will be regaining their number, I imagine. Scourges using the buildings to their advantage by trying to prevent people from getting towards them, using narrow choke points. And Scourge leapfrogging over themselves. Now going to go for a third Scourge squad, which is... I mean, eventually, if you just build enough of them, they'll kill whatever's coming their way. Very good stuff indeed. And the Tower of Loathing over here, I mean, they've got the kill and a decap down over on this side, but they've definitely sacrificed a lot of men in this assault. Almost sacrificed their Tower Commander, but surviving just 16 health towards the end of that. And he's still committing to the bit, baby. Still committing to the bit. Croup Carnivore's keeping the pressure on. Same with the Vespids. And the... How much do you cost to reinforce, Scourges? Can I click on any of you? I can. 55 blue and 10 green. Well, I suppose with 2 plasma generators, that's not an insurmountable amount of money. To be fair, now actually while the double plasma generators did get to Tau into tier 2 relatively quickly, they've now got a massive green left over. So maybe transitioning into some vehicles is what they want to go for here. But the Dark Eldar, I mean, what is it? 80 and 10 in comparison to 50 and 20. Oh, did you lose one thing? You did. There's some mandrakes in the base. Fantastic stuff. They've killed a Eldar. They've killed a plasma generator, so a little bit of tit of tat, or tit for tat even, depending on how one wants to say words. Which I assume you guys probably won't say words correctly. That's not what we do on this channel. Archon very low on health at the moment. Got no friends with him. And he might be brought down. Oh no, he might survive. Just sheer fear. Keeping the men at bay. And yeah, just by bringing out... Oh no, you can't... Why did you cancel it? Oh no, you didn't. You got a friend. That's fine. Sorry, I got scared for a second then. Yeah, the map-wide morale breaking. Managed to save him. And the Scourges are getting their numbers up. Able to spread themselves nice and wide. Pardon the phrasing there. So they can layer their retreating paths. We're going to focus on the Tower Fire Warriors here. And my goodness, this is just an absolutely desperate defense. But they're doing it, gosh darn it. So the Tower are all the way back home. The Mandrakes infiltrated, they've killed a listening post. And now they're going to go for another plasma generator. So these few mad lads might not have got the same level of, value as, killing all these bits and bobs, but, hell, you know what, we'll take it at this point. Any kind of economic parity is good economic parity. Slice down that plasma generator, Tower Fire Warriors and Commander coming down. And no tier 2 for the Tau at this present moment in time, so the Dark Eldar, managing to survive that early game aggression, can now, basically the ball's in their court. If they can regain their economy, happy days for them. Now focusing on the relic over here, I assume? Are you? No, I'd say go balls to walls aggression, babe. Baby, even. Whatever you want to call yourself. In the comments. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, we know that Snare Chopper's now going to listfully move to the left ever so slightly. They'll never see us. So you'll need to get some Vespids to be able to spot these guys, but the Vespids are all dead. They're a very expensive force as well. So those mandrakes should be left to their own devices for the moment. Scourges, I mean, pound for pound, they do more damage than the Tau Fire Warriors, but I mean, there are a lot of them, and you do have those Kroot Carnivores jump on top of them and keep them back, so maybe just keeping a distance for now. Mandrakes sneaking around, who knows where they are really? This must be so frustrating. But Timmy, there we go. But 250 blue and 50 green. I mean, is that delayed your... It's not delayed your tier 2, actually. You could probably buy... Oh, no, you could buy some more Fire Warriors for the impending Drukhari assault. But you can't stay in tier 1 forever. Young man, you've got to eventually grow up and do some other things. Now got all the... Well, some of the strategic points back for now. Here are the crew. They've not eaten their dinner yet, so they're quite vulnerable. Oh no, they're in range stance. Dear oh dear, that's not what they wanted. It's not what they wanted at all. But the double Fire Warriors have managed to break down the Archon's Incubi friends very, very quickly. So I suppose, yeah, the crew don't really need to kill anything. They just need to force these guys out of a decent position. So that is something. And there we are. Munching down on some lunch. They love it. A bit of flour lasagna. That's what keeps them good and rock steady. Slave Chamber's now gone for the meaty variety. It's the only variety really worth going. So the torture slaves can farm souls. 80 and 0. Oh, dear, oh dear. These mad lads have killed all the plasma generators. And yes, economic parity is now well and truly back on the go for him. So, throwing down a face down against Tower of Loathing. There's a lot of firepower. Scourges are deciding to kind of ignore them and just go for a bit of a base trade. God dear, where are the Vespids? Where are the Vespids? Did he cancel them? Must have cancelled them. Porsche. Oh, where's my camera going? Alright, there's your tier 2. Okay, fair enough. And there they are. Big blast knocking everyone back. So now rushing backwards. See if they can save their base, save their soul. A large retreat. I don't think you need to retreat that far behind, to be honest. Could have just jumped away from the Vespids and killed them all, but I suppose caution is the word of the day here. Dark Eldar concerned about the Tau moving on forward, or moving on back, should I say. Jumping on top of the Scourges. Still got some jumping juice left there. Really hard to lock those guys down. A lot of units have to jump once and then wait a little bit before they can jump again, but you know, those Scourges are able to store up 2 any one given time. That's what makes them so, well, not durable, but increase their survivability by quite a lot. As long as they've got the micro on. That's the main thing. Not to be confused with putting the microwave on, obviously. And Mandrakes, yeah, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Try it again. Go in for a second time, why not? And now we've got some witches incoming. And the witches, yeah, I mean, they'll kill Kroots all day long. If you've got the upgrades for them, with a combat stimulant or 2. Plasma generator's taking a while to be built up by a singular Earthcast builder. Very slow and vulnerable are those Earthcast builders. And, oh, there we go, you finished it. A little bit of artifacting means that you've got this thing on top. Now the Tau moving in. Focusing on the economy for now. Towers of Loathing opening fire. 1 listing post goes down. And I think Chiquitney keeps on falling his Scourges too far back. A little bit too cautious. But maybe it's waiting for the witches. Just brought, one lady dies pretty quickly. Archon making sure he keeps on these guys best he can. And now going for some dark... Oh, don't know about those Dart Lances. They'll reduce your overall DPS against infantry, which is exclusively what you're up against for the moment. There's the stimulants, which not only affect the witches, but also their friends around them. Yeah, the Darklands probably a bit of a misnomer, but that's why if you've got that many scourges, it doesn't really matter. Able to fire those Vespids as they attempt to leapfrog over them, and the recruits don't have wings, sadly, so they can't escape as well as the Vespids. There's those Vespids. Oh no, it looked like they were jumping over for a second then. Unless they got zapped by the Archon. Maybe. Yeah, plenty of souls on the ground for now. And the Tau gonna get a replacement Recruit Carnivore squad. They have their ranged upgrade for the Tau Fire Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. But, I mean, what do you do now? If you go vehicles, well, you've got Scourge with Dark Lances. So the vehicular play is not to go for. I mean, do you have the money for vehicles? Not really, to be honest. Handful of recruits. Stealth suits. I mean, I suppose maybe get some of their plasma photon boomy bits. And going for some base trading. Force the Dark Eldar to... Oh, the Dark Eldar going back? No. I'm going to put the pressure on. While you've got the, you know, unit superiority, that's what you want to do. There's the Crucible of Malediction, able to turn a enemy unit against their comrades for a little while. But no, deciding to go around the other side, but these guys seem to have anticipated that. I mean, it makes sense. Why attack them over the riverside when you can attack them over the dry side? So there's no there's no negative cover for them to worry about. Here they come. Although the Fire Warriors aren't exactly in place at the moment. So now all the Batmen can fire around like a bad man. Crucible of Malediction. Turn those Fire Warriors against their friends. And flying on high. Jumping in and focusing. Down one squad at a time. Archon just engaging in ranged combat at the moment. Should really probably send him in. There we go. That's what I want to see. Scourge is being separated a little bit, so some of them can still fire even if they're being tied up in close combat. One jumps back, well, in fact, two jump back. And the consistent firepower from these Fire Warriors have managed to save the day here. Yeah, I think jumping the Scourges en masse really close to each other, not doing them any favours. You need to spread them out a bit more so one melee squad doesn't tie up the whole bunch. Witches are dead, but they have been reinforced. Current economy is 78 and 20 compared to 83 and 18. So not huge economies on either side. Fairly large armies, but no one side is able to replace what they lose so easily. And now the Dark Eldar are back on the defending foot. They've got double towers there. A lot of firepower. But so too do the Tau. I don't think that the Scourge without a front line can really fandangle against them. I mean, Fire Warriors aren't, you know, full of health, life and limb, but Scourges are basically brittle nerds. Bones made of Rivita crumble at the merest of touches. There's a replacement Archon. And if you can't beat them in a fair fight, like I say, just ignore them. Do a bit of a base trade. And they don't have much to kill, really. If you can blast down this Tower Barracks and the Cadre headquarters, you win. But you need to go now. You can't waste any time. Because the Tower will need to... I mean, they've essentially only got two things to kill as well. So you need to get on it as quickly as possible. How many? You've got a couple of Dark Lancers there. You're getting some more here. And the Tower, actually, rather than a base trade, are going to come in to defend. There are the Vespids. And unless they kill a few moles as quickly as humanly possible, I don't think the Drukhari have the numbers to really take on the Tower Empire at large. Yeah, double Croots, double Fire Warriors, and the Vespids as well. Yeah, well, they're falling back, but I've at least taken the tower away from the front lines for now. Gonna go for a second witch squad. It would make sense for the Dark Eldar to attempt to go for vehicles. I suppose the Dark Eldar don't really have any decent vehicles, do they? Maybe a Raven, because it's anti-infantry. I suppose the Fire Warriors could focus... I mean, and also the Tower Commander, he's got his missile launcher, so it doesn't take much to really kill a Dark Eldar vehicle. Oh yeah, just keep on keeping on, just go around the other side. Now it's looking a bit worse for wear for the Drukari. They had a moment, a brief window earlier on, where they could have really taken the match. But it's looking less and less proper. Once the tower stabilised and got their tier 2, damage started to wax and wane for the Dark Eldar. They're now going to do a bit of a base trade. They've seen the path to enlightenment, and they will break it down remarkably quickly. Double witches with their chemical bits and bobs. Hall of Blood next to go down. Morale being broken from these Kroot carnivores. But the Hall of Blood is down. All they need to do now is kill the Cabal Fortress. Whereas the Dark Eldar have to basically do the same, but they've also got to kill the Tower Barracks as well. It's going to be very close indeed. But like I say, no anti-vehicle or building stuff going on here. Because the Vespids have got their discombobulation ability. Tower Barracks going to be a while to get down. Oh, it's going to be close. Well, Fortress at... Oh, I suppose we can look at the health down here. I can highlight it here. There we go. Alright, it's... Oh, it's too close to call. Come on, red health. Tower on yellow. Can they do it? The power of belief. Hey, it looks like they're also being healed. Well, repaired back at home. And by the hair on their chinny chin chin, unless they've rebuilt things elsewhere. Oh, they have. Oh, look at that. Very naughty indeed. Oh, just when you think the Dark Eldar had it in the bag, the Tau just surviving for as long as possible. Look at that. No one ever expects the forward emplacement of a Tower Barracks. What an absolutely fantastic ending to a really close match all the way through. Brilliant aggression from the Tau. Wonderful use of the Mandrakes to keep the economy on the low side down over here. Taking up, doing the damage, but not quite being able to, keep their numbers down as much as you wanted. Maybe there was a case where the massive scourges wasn't really what you wanted to go for towards the late game. But still, what an absolutely fantastic game. And thank you to either Tau or the Dark Eldar. Don't know who sent it in. Once again, the name on the Discord is different to the name in the games here. So thank you very much for sending that in. And thank you to Play Support for sponsoring the channel. If you want to sponsor, if you want to help the channel even in your own right, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one game a week. And there's also Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. My name is Landshark. Pleasure's always never sure. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.